I thought I'd make a little video just to show you the demo unit that I've got here that I used to develop against. This is a controller that controls the drying process of tobacco. I'll show a video later that shows the unit in action. But basically what it's got is we've got an actuator here, and I've got feedback on this actuator so I know where the piston is. I've got a motor here that I can control the speed with a VSD. Then I've got some probes, heat probes and humidity probes. Alright, so that's the control that we've got. If I open the cabinet, you'll see there's the screen now that's dead, but if I touch it, there's the application that I've written, and that manages the whole process. So there we can see wet bulb, dry bulb, the stoker temperatures, how big the vent opening is, and there's a whole control cycle that I can set here. So if I can go to a drying program, I can load a whole program and all the steps that it can follow, the cool down and dampening phases. I need to look on the screen when I try and touch the touchscreen. The history, and then the chart of the actual drying cycle that it will follow. And here we can see what the probes are showing. So if I take this probe and I blow on it, then you'll see that it's gonna jump now, because it's there we go. The relative humidity has gone up a lot, and if I hold these temperature probes in my hand so that the temperature goes up, you'll see the red line also go up there. The humidity is dropping down again now, and we see the red line starting to climb because it's registering that the temperature is climbing. Alright, so basically there you see all the telemetry and all that. That's in the control box itself. Now this box, we've developed a whole application that obviously runs on it, but I can do everything remotely as well. Here I've got the iPad, and you can see everything that I can see there, I can see here. There's the dry bulb, wet bulb, the stoker temperature, the relative humidity, and all of that. So if I go to charts, then I see the actual charts of what the humidity was and so forth. If we scroll in here, we should see the spikes coming through. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna go there now. Just want to show you this. Alright, so, and I can control this thing remotely. So if I go to manual control, I can now switch on. There's 4 relays in this cabinet. I can remotely switch them. You basically hear them tick on, and I can switch them off. I can I'm just going to close this lid. I'm going to put this actuator over here, and if I now go here and I move this slider, let's say to 50%, then we see the actuator pushing out, and it's going to stop at 50%. It's at 50% based on the length. The stroke that we've got here is 15 centimeters. If I bring this back to 30%, for argument's sake, you see it's going to pull back until it hits 30% and stop. It's at 30%, and I can change this as I want to. This is just manual control, but obviously when the controller is in a working state, it does everything by itself. You don't have to manually move the stuff. Now here I've got this 1 kilowatt motor. I can basically start the motor. There you now see that the shaft is starting to spin, and I can set its speed here. So let's say I make it 31%. If we go to the telemetry dashboard and we look at the VSD, we see the frequency is now at 31, and we're using 270 watts. That's now the motor sitting at 31 It's actually percent, but hertz in this case. You'll see there's 31 on the VSD. So now I can go here back to manual control, and this is just for examples, and let's make it 90%. You'll see this ramp up, goes to 90, and then it maintains it, so the motor is now sitting at 90 hertz. So I can control this remotely from anywhere in the world. I can now just go here, say stop, and you'll see once it stops, the button will move from forward to stop. Stop. That's gone to stop. So I know the motor stopped. So yeah, that's what we've been busy with. This is one of the examples of the controllers that we've built for farmers. And I'll show you later when this thing is in action how it controls the drying process. But yeah, it's fun and games and exciting times for us.